If there was somebody on the floor that I felt was in better condition or was better fit for the moment than me, then I could possibly sit down for a little longer. I have not seen that yet.
I do not look up to anybody in the league right now, currently not at all, yeah, not the slightest.
How Anthony Edwards took over the league in 2025, the rise of Ant-Man. Did you know Anthony Edwards is now outscoring both LeBron James and Luka Doncic in clutch-time playoff moments? And he's only 23. In a league stacked with MVPs and living legends, the kid from Atlanta has forced his way into the spotlight, not with drama, not with hype, but with cold-blooded performances when it matters most. From his physical battles with all-time greats to clutch-time takeovers that silence the crowd, Edwards is playing like a man on a mission. So how exactly did Ant-Man rise from a humble beginning to potentially becoming the new face of the NBA? And what does it mean for the future of the league? Well, let's find out. The rise of Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards wasn't just born to hoop. He was born to compete. Born on August 5, 2001 in Atlanta, Georgia, he got the nickname Ant-Man from his dad when he was just 3 years old. And funny enough, basketball wasn't even his first love. Before the hardwood took over, it was all about football. Edwards played it all: quarterback, cornerback, running back, and he was nice. By age 9, he was already one of the top Pop Warner running backs in the nation. This kid was a natural. But everything changed around age 10. After watching his older brother tear it up on the basketball court, Ant made the switch. That decision would change his life forever. Summers at his grandmother's house turned into training grounds, grinding, battling, learning the game from his brothers. It wasn't easy, but it lit a fire in him. He found his passion, and from that moment on, he was locked in. Then came one of the hardest chapters of his life. In 8th grade, Edwards lost both his mother Yvette and his grandmother Shirley to cancer within just 8 months. To honor them, he changed his jersey number to 5, the date both of them passed. It wasn't just a tribute, it became part of his identity. That pain built his toughness. It's part of what fuels him every time he steps on the court. By high school, the hype was real. As a freshman at Thurl High in Atlanta, he was already averaging 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. His talent exploded on the AAU scene with Atlanta Express, and before his sophomore year even started, he was ranked as a 4-star recruit. Fast forward, the Minnesota Timberwolves made him the number 1 overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. And Ant wasted no time making his mark. He started on the bench but quickly moved into the starting lineup and finished his rookie year averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. He didn't just play, he popped. Fans loved him. Highlights exploded. He was a legit Rookie of the Year contender. In his second season, he turned it up even more. 21 points, 4 assists, 5 boards a game. He became the youngest player in NBA history to hit 10 threes in a game and dropped a career-high 49 points on the Spurs. Then came the playoffs, and Ant showed he could handle the pressure, averaging 25 points per game and looking completely at home in the spotlight. But maybe the most impressive part of his journey? The attitude, the fearlessness. He's not just playing against the greats, he's challenging them. He went right at LeBron James in this year's playoffs, even getting physical. When asked about it, he didn't back down. We're not going to let them push us around. But at the same time, he called LeBron a big brother, showing that balance of respect and competitive fire. Now, he might be the face of the NBA. But before we get into that, please subscribe for more videos like this. Now, moving on. The new face of the NBA. You see, when you think about the faces of the NBA, names like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant were pretty much engraved in stone. Legends, no doubt. Then you have Nikola Jokic stacking MVP trophies, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making a serious case for his first one of this year, and Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum sitting right at the top of the league's elite. But now, there's a new force shaking up the whole system, and it's Anthony Edwards. Here's the thing. Ant isn't just putting up big numbers or getting hot at the right time. He's doing something even crazier. He's going toe-to-toe with the giants of the game and beating them at their own game. Could we actually be watching the moment Anthony Edwards takes over the NBA? Honestly, at this rate, it's starting to feel inevitable. If this playoff run ends the way it's heading, Ant might have the wild distinction of taking down LeBron, Luka, and whoever else steps in his way, and leading the Timberwolves to their very first NBA championship. That's not just a good story, that's history. Whether he wants the spotlight or not, it's coming for him full speed. And it's not just one area of his game shining, it's everything. Scoring, defense, leadership. He's ticking every single box you can think of. The numbers tell one side of the story, but when you watch him live, the energy, the control, the confidence, it's all there. No matter which way you slice it, Anthony Edwards looks like the best player in the 2025 playoffs. And if you want receipts, just look at what he's doing right now. In the first year of his massive 5-year, $244 million deal, Ant's already proven he's worth every cent. Against the Lakers, he's putting up 29.8 points, 7.8 rebounds, 5.8 assists with a smooth 43.2% from three. And when the pressure is highest, in those clutch moments, and it's cold-blooded, he's averaging 5 points per clutch time appearance on a blistering 66.7% shooting. Luka, only 1 point. LeBron, he hasn't even scored yet in the clutch during these playoffs. Exhausted, beaten up, running on fumes, that's exactly where the Los Angeles Lakers found themselves, staring straight into the eyes of elimination. Meanwhile, on the other side, Sunday afternoon felt different for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down double digits in the fourth quarter, it looked like the momentum was slipping away. They needed someone, anyone, to drag them back from the edge, and they found their answer packed into two simple words: Anthony Edwards. Number 5 showed up like a superhero. Edwards dropped a jaw-dropping 43 points, hitting 12 of his 23 shots, and absolutely refused to let Minnesota lose. The final blow? 2 ice-cold free throws after a successful challenge call that sealed the win and sent the Wolves crowd into full eruption. And honestly, can we just talk about the run he's been on? This wasn't a one-night explosion. Anthony's been heating up the entire series. After a solid 22 points in Minnesota's blowout win in Game 1, he followed it with 25, then 29, and then this, a full-blown takeover in Game 4, right where the Wolves needed him most. But it's not just the stats, it's how he's doing it. The swagger, the control, the absolute refusal to back down. And after that Game 4 performance, you could almost hear the national conversation shifting. We all knew Ant was great. But now, people were asking a way bigger question. Is Anthony Edwards just one of the best players, or are we watching the best player in the league right now? Edwards is entering a whole new gear. Anthony Edwards has said it himself. He's not really interested in being the face of the league. He's joked about it, brushed it off, acted like it didn't matter, but here's the truth. His game is making that decision for him. What we're witnessing in these playoffs isn't just growth, it's a full-blown transformation. Edwards is reaching another level, and he's doing it without needing to say much. In fact, his message to the league came loud and clear during the first half, with nothing but physical play. That's the thing about Edwards. He lives for these moments. He thrives when the lights are brightest and the matchups are personal. If there's a challenge on the table, you can bet he's not backing away from it. He's going straight through it. Think about what we've seen over the last 2 playoff runs. Last April, he was smiling in Kevin Durant's face like it was all a backyard game. This year, he hits Luka Doncic with the cold-blooded hand gesture in Game 1, a moment that already feels like a playoff classic. And the best part? He's not doing it for the cameras. He's doing it because this is who he is. Competitive, fearless, and 100% locked in. Let's be honest, Anthony Edwards might play it cool in interviews, but deep down, you could tell he wants to dominate. He wants to go right at the biggest names in the league and let them know who's in charge. Sounds like somebody ready to be the face of the NBA, doesn't it? Because when you actually watch what he's doing on the court, there's no arguing it. This isn't just hype, it's production. And if someone who's never seen a basketball game in their life sat down and watched this series, how exactly would you convince them that Luka Doncic or LeBron James is the better player? You couldn't. Edwards has completely taken over. The spotlight, the pace, the pressure, all of it. He's stealing scenes from two of the league's biggest stars and putting Minnesota on the map in a way we haven't seen, well, ever. And the crazy part, he's still getting better. Yeah, he's always been a terror at the rim, exploding past defenders and opening up clean looks for his teammates. But now that jumper is coming into focus. His improved three-point shooting is stretching defenses thin, letting him stay efficient while saving just enough gas for those clutch time moments. That's growth. That's maturity. That's scary for everyone else. From the second he entered the league, Ant's been on fast forward. At just 22 years old, he already led the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals. And with his bounce, swagger, and take no prisoners mindset, it's no surprise he's drawing comparisons to none other than Michael Jordan. Now do you think Ant is already better than Luka or Tatum? And more importantly, is this his league now? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.